Hello and welcome to the 2020 Auxren Games, here in the beautiful Abronia Desert. I'm your announcer, Glyn of the Nine Paths.
And I'm Chet Gravelfist, back from my quest against the darkness of the West.
Let's get to the opening ceremonies now, as our sponsor, Auxren the Gold, descends into the arena to address this year's teams.
Celebration. Sweet more vivex ver, adex ver works, nishka, dikante sea jankup, kivanesques clax, ekes doubt, excave. No mag, we apes and they were, darix ichi, no meno contest.
A magnificent speech, truly a herald of peace.
Agreed, Glenn. Really moving stuff. Didn't get the word of it, though.
It seems the teams are now taking the podium. Let's introduce this year's competitors. First up is the Versatile 3 from Verona, a team comprised of human and half-human participants. With Baron Kudon on the team, the other participants better watch out for the Paladin's might. Not to mention Matthias the Ranger and Clementano the Sorcerer, who are already well known for their heroism back home. A very well-rounded team.
Crashing in like the tide, here's Semper Finn from Clyde Finn. Made up of two turtles and the Triton, this team is going to bring their coastal fury raining down on the other contestants. This druid, monk and warlock are no mere pushovers. Even when they seem flat on their backs, they always come through shell or high water.
Next up are the Ever-Chosen from the lush forest of Trinus. Known for their dexterity and cunning, it'll be quite the spectacle to see these heroes compete. Comprised of fighter, monk, and druid, it's an odd combination to say the least, but you never know what may happen when it comes to the elven kind.
Soaring in from Sky Peninsula, the bold beaks bring the flair of aerial superiority to this competition. Not lacking any strength from their barbarian or the charisma from their cleric and bard, these birds of a feather flock together. Something tells me this team will have the games in their talons.
Hold on to your drinking horns, because it's the tiny terrors from the rolling grasslands of Boffin Hills. Led by Captain Lau, the Goblin Barbarian, this team is sure to see some mischief during the trials, especially from the Halfling Bard and stealthy Gnome Rogue. Watch out, whoever tower above. I smell gunpowder.
When this team blows in, they'll raise the heat and rock your world. It's the primary stars from the Tempered Isles. This iconic team structure is not your average party. The rock steadiness of the fighter, the grace of the rogue, and the raw elemental fury of the wizard all balance each other out in a perfect storm of victory.
Like mighty towers, the Thunderwalkers take the stage. From the massive mountains of Aknalar, these half-giants are a clear threat just from their size. And with two furbolgs on the team, we're sure to see a fair share of interesting approaches on the coming trials. To see these massive contestants compete will be some incredible entertainment.
Bloody hell, he's a big one. This Minotaur Barbarian, Tabaxi Rogue, and Panther Shifter Warlock just flew in from the wild wastes. Representing all a beast kind, the Raging Roars. These contestants are going to bring some monstrous competition to the other participants. They'll try to claw their way hoof and nail to victory.
You can hear the sand sing their name. It's time for Abronia's home team, the desert's very own Scorn Scales. The crowd is really loving this team, and who can blame them? A Dragon Paladin, Lizardfolk Ranger, and Yuan-Ti Sorcerer. That trio holds some serious firepower, and I'm positive we'll see just how hot the desert can burn before this competition is over.
Some familiar territory. Hailing from over under mountain and carrying the pride of dwarven kind, it's the tenacious, the stoic, the iron defenders. With hammer and anvil, this team will forge a path straight to the top. We definitely saved the best for last. My gold is on this team bringing home the trophy.
I must say, Chet, you're really tossing your lot with the Iron Defenders.
Well, as commentators, we are meant to be unbiased observers. But dwarven pride doesn't follow the rules.
Can't argue with that now, can I?
My hammer says you can't.
Before things turn ugly, here are this year's teams. Some great names and truly heroic individuals taking part in this year's games.
Speaking of games, let's quickly go over how the Auxren Games will develop over the next few days.
Our 10 teams will run 3 categories of challenges, each with 5 trials to test their abilities and expertise.
The Gauntlet of Grit. 5 trials testing the competitor's strength. They'll need to show real gusto if they want to get through these challenges. The Trials of Talent. 5 trials to test how fleet-footed our competitors can be. They'll need eyes like a hawk and reflexes like a hunter to come out on top. And the Spectacle of Spells. 5 trials to demonstrate our competitors' grasp on the arcane arts and its many intricacies. Something I'm not familiar with. It's all just hand-waving to me.
The 3 highest performing participants will receive medals, granting them an overall score.
And after all 15 challenges are completed, the top 3 teams will enter a winner-takes-all battle to decide who claims the Auxren Cup and the Dragon Hoard for their country.
Well, Chet, I don't know about you, but my blood is boiling to see these games get on their way.
I can agree with you there, Glenn. Lots of good teams to be fighting for second place.
For now, it's time for celebration. Tomorrow, we start the games with the Gauntlet of Grit Mega Strike Trial. Tune in next time for the first event of the 2020 Auxren Games.
We hope to see you all there. If you wish to support this broadcast, please subscribe for Mazes and Mimics to receive a sending spell letting you know that next time the Auxren Games airs.